Hello, everyone. I'm your host, Estera, soft skill trainer, certified global trainer, international inspirational speaker, educationist, numerous award winner, welcoming you to our 14th episode on Talk Show for Experts, Coffee with Estera, powered by Independent Perception and Research Hub, Bangladesh, Malaysia. Initiative by its founder and CEO, Professor Dr. Muhammad Shahriar Parvez. Independent Perception and Research Hub is an educational research and consultation center for talented researchers and educational scholars to share their perceptions on different issues and facts. The main goal of IPRH is to enlighten the independent perception of individual thoughts by knowledge sharing, because IPRH always believes that knowledge is power. It is a great honor, my dear audience, to introduce one of the excellent icon, Beauty with Brains, to you all. Let me introduce our honorable, respected Professor Dr. Rania Lampou from Greece. Rania Lampou, Dr. Rania Lampou is a multi-award global educator, STEM instructor, ICT teacher, trainer, neuroeducation researcher, international speaker, author, a social activist, and Global Peace Ambassador in Greece. Currently, she is a STEM instructor at Greek Astronomy and Space Company, annex of Salamis, and she is working at the Greek Ministry of Education at Directorate of Educational Technology and Innovation, where she writes STEAM, STEAM projects for Greek schools. She has been awarded many national and international prizes. Recently, she has been selected as Global Icon 2020, featured in Passion Wisdom magazine. Among the top women entrepreneurs featured in Fortune, among the 100 most successful women in business, featured in an amazing book. She promotes STEM vision by introducing STEM to astronomy and physics projects and combines STEM with language teaching. Awesome, right? She is the founder and international coordinator of many innovative international goals. She is also an author of scientific books for kids. Dear audience, please join me in welcoming this prominent, admirable, and extraordinary personality. Welcome, Professor Dr. Rania Lampou, to our show. Welcome.
Greetings from Greece. It's a great pleasure, great honor.
Yeah,
it's coffee time. It's coffee time.
Coffee time, summertime.
Yes, it's very hot here in Greece. We have we experience the impact of the climate change.
Oh, yes.
That we're going to discuss about. We have over 40 degrees.
Yes.
So I would like to warmly thank you, Dr. Estera, for your kind invitation, and of course, warmly thank and congratulate the Independent Perception Research Hub and Dr. Shahriar Parvez for his always kind invitations.
Yes.
I think that today we will have a very interesting and enriching discussion, especially when it comes to entrepreneurship. I think that the future entrepreneurs, or those who are already entrepreneurs, will be definitely inspired, especially if they want to open a startup.
Yes. Great. Dear audience, today our topic of discussion will be building the future through climate entrepreneurship. This is a wonderful topic. Let's hear her wisdom in this area. Okay, I'm very sure, audience, you will enjoy this session so much. I'm already excited, waiting for her answers to all these questions. Shall we start, Dr. Rania?
Yes, definitely.
First question. What are the business opportunities from climate change? What are the business opportunities from climate change?
Yes, first of all, we need to highlight that climate change is becoming alarming. This year is shaping up to be one of the hottest yet, with global data showing temperatures spiking up to unusually high levels. So global temperatures spike, ocean heat heads off the charts, record carbon dioxide levels also rise, and nowadays, all this discourse around climate change centers on what we call mitigation. And mitigation concerns solutions that reduce or even eliminate the causes or impacts of climate change. And we know that mitigation is a priority now in climate change approaches, but at the same time, adaptation is equally as important. So adaptation solutions assume, of course, the inevitability of climate change and make suitable adjustments in response. So why entrepreneurship? First of all, you have already said that I am an educator, and recently I launched an educational project which is called SOF, where changing the Earth's climate. It addresses students in primary education here in Greece, and of course, it aims to raise children's awareness of climate change. And this also project inspired me to deal with also climate entrepreneurship within the framework of my collaboration with the Greek astronomy space company. So I believe that entrepreneurs can be a powerful force against climate change. They can do this by bringing ideas into practice, introducing innovation, fulfilling consumer demand, creating demand for sustainability, and changing habits and cultures. Yes. So, of course, there are business opportunities because the harm caused by climate change due to high emissions outweighs the profits gained through high emissions. But the biggest challenge for climate scientists is that many people do not see climate change still as a serious threat, or they see it as a far-off event. We need to focus on what we call purpose-driven ecosystems. You know that the frameworks like environmental, social, governance, and also United Sustainable Development Goals, United Nations, have been adopted by many big corporations, nations, and non-profit organizations. And we know about this, but at the same time, making this mindset shift towards investment and purpose-driven company building is not straightforward because many investors still view impact investing as a no-profit exercise, and they choose to divide high-growth financial investments in purpose-driven investment. So to change this, first of all, we need to build the purpose-driven entrepreneurial ecosystems that will provide not only capital and finance, but also mentors, policies, initiatives to connect the investors and entrepreneurs with each other to share knowledge, experience, and most important, create a different mindset. So what could be the benefits of these opportunities? Going green can have many motivating factors. Yes. When we talk about internal drivers, that would be, first of all, financial benefits. Although helping the planet is the primary goal, you get at the same time tax incentives, government grants, and investors within the framework of environmental, social, and governance I mentioned before. There are also organizational benefits. You could see improved working conditions, safety, efficiency, human resource benefits, because our team can take inspiration from the initiatives at work and apply them to their personal lives. By creating a sustainable environment, we're more likely to see improved ethical behavior also from our employees. And if we talk at the same time about external drivers, going green can help us market ourselves and appeal to consumers who care about sustainability. So we talk about commercial benefits. Environmental benefits, of course, we can reduce carbon emissions, provide a more sustainable future for the next generation. Communication, because an eco-friendly image can make a lasting impression on potential customers and suppliers. So, if we talk about climate change, of course, there are what we call climate could be businesses, could be news agencies or specialized consulting companies. Another category, what we call resilience solution businesses, of solutions to prevent the hard shock or provide compensation for the adverse impacts caused by climate change. And the climate response businesses, which actually address new needs or opportunities generated as a result of climate change. And this could refer to new goods and services, new revenue structures, or even new disruptive business models. So I think that there are many benefits for this and many opportunities. And it's a new trend nowadays in entrepreneurship.
Yes, amazing. Brilliant answer. You see, yeah, we all got to, because as human beings, we are all, can say now, era of education, high, and people are pursuing, so many areas where to improve their life. Yeah, so many new courses have been introduced. So through these, they can create more opportunities, right? So, but again, like for example, now they are venturing into the space. Everybody like competing to go to the moon and find a place, do some research and all that. And now, you know what business is going to make a lot of money, like for space, is cleaning up the space, the orbit there. Too many redundant satellites and all the deep, broken satellites and all the redundant ones. So now I was watching this documentary. They're going to clean up that. This is also an opportunity in this half time. Yeah, there's always opportunities. We have to venture into it, take challenge into looking into how we can convert this adverse situation into benefit our life and also the lives of others. Fantastic. You have opened door for people to think about it. What can we do in this time? What are the opportunities? Thank you, Dr. Rania. Now, how can, okay, before that, before we go further, can you please, since you are a STEM instructor and you are an expert, you have scientific books for children and all that. So can you just briefly give us the definition? What is STEM, education, and STEAM, STEAM, so that some of our audience might not be aware of this, so they will understand from you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, when we talk about STEM, is the acronym of science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and we add A, arts. We have a combination of the combinating. I think the combinating teaching of STEM, of science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and arts at the same time, because we needed to emphasize the value of arts alongside with the technology. We need a blended skills. STEM has to do with the four C's, as we call the four important skills in the 21st century: collaboration, communication, creativity, and also this has to do with problem-solving skills. When we talk about STEM, is always about problem solving. How to help students cultivate an analytical mind, how to help them observe nature, formulate hypotheses, investigate, conduct experiments, develop prototypes and models. So all this has to do with what we call inquiry-based learning and challenge-based learning. And STEM education has been proved to spark interest, of course, among young people, among young children, because it's hands-on, it's practical, it engages all senses, and it's also has started to be integrated in the curriculum with many countries, and here in my country also it has been incorporated in the curriculum as an optional cognitive discipline very recently by the Greek Ministry of Education.
It's amazing. Yes. Okay. Now, shall we go? I think I'm very sure, dear audience, now you have rough idea what is STEM education about. Yeah, STEM education is very interesting because it involves hands-on, practical, more to practical learning. You know, as we see the young children, you know, before they go to preschool, you know, we put them in play school where they will play and learn. Same, our brain gets excited, yeah, when we do things more practical rather than being monotonous and you know, reading and listening too long and all that. So since nowadays the time span of us able to focus is very short compared to before, so practical learning will be more interesting and can induce them to be interested into learning. Yeah, so STEM learning, STEM education is a very suitable syllabus for this century. Yeah, Dr. Rania, I do agree.
Yes,
with you.
yes.
Yeah, I do agree with you. Like why?
Young children are thirsty for STEM activities.
Yeah.
I can see this from my experience here in the ministry. I launched last year a workshop for students of primary and secondary education. They are coming here and they are getting involved, engaged in these activities, and really they live happy after this workshop.
Yeah, I used to operate a preschool. So they get, you know, they get very excited when you ask them to do. I will always give them maybe 10 minutes before they finish school. I ask them to tidy up, clean up their table, you know, sweep their classroom. They get so excited, you know. So I tell you, they will enjoy the STEM education system. Yeah. Dear, let's go to the next one. Yeah. How can entrepreneurs fight climate change? How can entrepreneurs fight climate change?
Okay. First, we need to develop an interest in sustainability. For example, Apple has pledged that its products and supply chain will be 100% carbon neutral by 2030. This is, of course, will encourage competition among Apple suppliers to become more ecologically responsible. Secondly, put the concepts into practice. I mean that governments cannot face this task of combating climate change on their own. Due to their limited capacity, they can impose stronger restrictions and offer incentives for environmental sustainability. So we talk about the collaboration of all key stakeholders, private and public institutions.
Yeah.
And if businesses collaborate, it will, of course, simpler to mitigate climate change. Solar energy, wind power, electric cars, emission reduction technologies exist, and entrepreneurs may make them a reality. Another key word when we talk about climate entrepreneurship, which is very trendy as a digital or social entrepreneurship or inclusive entrepreneurship, has to do with innovation. Startups are, for instance, in the ideal position to innovate, since we all know that they have an open culture, in contrast with major organizations that require time to approve new initiatives. So one area is electric vehicles, for instance, in the expansion of car and bike sharing systems, but also there are many other innovative ideas such as plant-based meat and other ideas that they can put in practice. Another thing is that entrepreneurs should take into consideration what consumers want, because increasing consumer demand for environmentally sustainable products will continue into the future. And you know that many global consumers believe that businesses should contribute to environmental improvement. So by making this transition to sustainability-focused operations and products, startups can tap into and promote the growth of the market. And after this, create your own green product. For this, you need to take into consideration some characteristics: that the product should be sourced sustainably, that you need to look for suppliers and materials with fair trade certifications, very, very important. That they will be recyclable, renewable, or biodegradable, that they are locally sourced. All these things are very important. And of course, we talk about our own office. I mean, many businesses work to make products, but we needed to be eco-friendly and start from our office. Our office should work to be energy efficient and reduce its waste generation. For instance, we can outfit our facility with recycled bins is a smart first step. And it's important because we remind employees to use them, and we instruct our staff what materials can recycle. So education of our staff also is important. And give back, I want to highlight this because charitable giving can be a crucial part of our sustainability strategy. For example, when a company donates unused items to the community, we prevent them from entering a landfill. Monetary charitable donations or team volunteering opportunities can also be a part of our sustainability mission. Our company could also collaborate with non-profit organizations that support environmental conservation. And of course, always evaluate and assess. What would be the aspects of this assessment? First of all, the material sourcing. Ensure that our sources don't expose exploit natural resources. Our material are not abuse natural resources. The energy utilization, use renewable energy sources and save energy when not required. The packaging, switch to biodegradable packaging options, and the delivery, use, for instance, electric bikes or user transport. Later customers know about these efforts to create a better world. And within the office, we should eliminate paper usage, of course. How we can eliminate the practice of printing things, switch to online invoicing, digitize as much as possible our office. And after the COVID pandemic also, we have this option of hybrid model operating from home has become a more viable option for employees in the past few years, because with this online migration, reports say that working from our home office 4 days a week, this can reduce nitrogen dioxide emissions by around 10%. So giving our home or a hybrid model is something that benefits the planet, of course. And I said before about the partnership with organizations, because 40% of customers choose usually brands that have environmentally sustainable practices. So partnering with this non-profit organization can have a lasting impact on our brand and on our planet. And of course, we need to consider, to express our interest about renewable energy by switching to renewable energy, which includes solar, wind, geothermal sources, and invest always in green products, or develop recycling programs, or donate or recycle or donate office equipment. So I think there are many ways that entrepreneurs can actually leverage in order to fight climate change.
Fantastic, fantastic. Yeah, this is very inspiring, Dr. Rania, because we have a lot of opportunities, and we have to start somewhere. Let's start from home, from office, from wherever we are. Wherever we go, we keep in mind how to fight this climate change and the adverse effects. Yeah, of course, high temperature and a lot of obstacles. Yeah, we suffer, but we can do it if we take action to reduce the adverse effects. Yeah. So, Dr. Rania, can you mention some examples of climate entrepreneurship?
Of course, this has to do with eco-friendly companies.
Yes.
Businesses that, for instance, install solar panels or make reusable plastic bottles. That could be a local recycling business, eco-refining business. Because starting an eco-refining business can not only be a highly profitable decision, but it can be environmentally conscious one. Environmental publications, we talk about green finance also, which focuses on supporting local community level projects with an emphasis on sustainable, friendly agriculture. Eco-friendly retail, organic catering, eco-friendly beauty salon. There are many ideas. Bicycle repair, I mentioned before, handmade organic products, There is also another service that we call Econ Consulting. Consultants evaluate homes and offices and offer solutions to make them more environmentally friendly. So we could, for instance, advise clients on switching their home appliances to more energy efficient machines or implement a recycling program. Another case is the green housekeeping services. We know that for working parents, cleaning the house can be it's a burden, great burden. So we can market ourselves as a green solution to their housekeeping by offering services that range from light dusting to heavy duty chores like cleaning the kitchen and bathroom. Using only approved or natural and eco-friendly products, that would be a great idea. Another important business has to do with furniture, upcycle furniture. That means that we don't need to throw out our old or broken furniture. With basic templates and access to power tools, we can break down and reassemble the chairs, tables into new pieces that we can paint and we can sell. Green franchises, as I mentioned before, investing in a franchise might be interesting. I've got to say about the second-hand stores. Opening a second-hand store not only saves our customers money, but it's better also for the environment. You can sell used clothes, coats, books, etc. But you know that clothes are very, very harmful for the environment, according to new data, research data. So second-hand stores is something that is recommended also by regulations. Reusable plastic bottles, single-use plastics are, we all know, a leading cause for concern among environmentalists. So if we use, if we offer people a way to drink water without into plastic, by launching, for instance, a green industry business that designs, that produces and sells reusable plastic bottles, that could be important. And this way we can explore using alternative materials such as metal or glass, bottles made from recycled plastic or renewed plastics from materials like
insightful explanation, ideas about climate entrepreneurship. Yeah, I came across this vertical farming, which is very interesting. People in cities can also do farming. So as we know, we need a lot of big land and space, and then to do farming and all that. But in cities, people can also do vertical farming. That's also another climate entrepreneurship, which I find very interesting. And it can yield a good harvest if we know how to do it correctly, including hydroponic. Of course, it's using the hydroponic technology. Yes? Good. Let's go and have a light moments. Look at your photo album. Are you ready, Dr. Rania? Let me share the screen. Yeah, this is you. You like it? This is the first cover of your photo album.
very beautiful.
Beautiful, because you are beautiful. Next. Let's, wow.
Oh, wonderful.
Your masterpiece. You know, It's so interesting. Can you please, first we will talk about this, you put you on the magazine as a cover beauty. Okay. So this is, which year is this?
2020, I was selected as a global icon by this magazine Passion Vista, but also in the cover of other magazines also.
Beautiful, beautiful, very nice. So audience, I told you she is a prominent icon, you know, beauty with brains. So she's also just like a model for all of us. Come, let's see the book. Yeah, this is the book which you have written. Yeah, the scientific book for kids. What is the contents of this book? Dr.
Yeah, look, as educator, students are always my main inspiration. So my love for children inspired me to write this book. It's called Planetary Interviews. It's something which was actually missing from the market. It's an astronomy book which is addressed to children of 5 years and above.
Okay.
At least in Greece, we didn't have, books of astronomy for kids at an early age. So what is the concept here? I try to combine humor with scientific knowledge. So the planets the planets leave their place and they come to Earth. And there is a naive, a humorous, somehow journalist who takes interviews from planets. And this way, through these interviews, planets reveal their mentality, their character, their personality. So we learn a lot of very recent astronomical knowledge, scientific knowledge, through humoristic dialogues, through original dialogues that cannot be erased from memory. It's a very successful book. Children love this. So it was translated also in English. It's not only in Greek. And why? Because science is actually fun, should be fun. Science is not something boring that not appeal to students. Science should be challenging, interesting, and fun always for children. This is my main philosophy when I write a scientific book for kids. It's not the only one. I've also written other
awesome
other books as well.
Dr. Rania, I think your next book you should continue writing about how to do this. What is the new business opportunity out of this earth? Where you can clean up. You can put it comically how these children can imagine that they are having in future, they are flying there and cleaning up the space, cleaning up the
yes, because we don't have a plan B. If we destroy our planet, there is no plan B.
Exactly. And if you don't have any business to do on earth, if you don't find it's too competitive, go and clean up the orbit, all the redundant space ship and all these stuff, which is just, it seems millions of them, because it is also hinders, when they launch these rocket satellites and all that, it hinders. So they have to be very carefully launching, all these spacecraft and all that, rockets and all, because of this rubbish, a lot of rubbish in the atmosphere of this, the orbit out there around the earth and the moon and all that. So there's a lot of new business opportunities. So I think in your new book, you should trigger this kind of thinking for children. India is already working on it. India is already working on it. The scientists and all that, they are working this and creating awareness among children that they can fantasize about going to another planet, going out of this earth to do something interesting. So this is idea for you, Dr. Rania, how you want to put it. I know you can do it very well. You have done the first book. The next book is easy for you. Okay, let's go. It's very interesting, Dr. Rania. Everybody is writing a lot of books for adults, but I think we need to use this kind of approach, yeah, to create more interest for the children to read books and think critically. Yes, thinking out of the box. Fantastic. Let's go. This is your certificate, Global Icon, Certificate of Appreciation. Yeah, wonderful. Oh, this is related to the magazine, Fashion Vista. This certificate, yeah?
Yes, this is related as Global Icon, yes. I was elected as Global Icon.
Yeah. How about this? Wow.
This was a very important moment in my life because I was elected among of the 50 best teachers in the world with the Global Teacher Prize by Markey Foundation. I was in the award ceremony in Dubai, and the Prime Minister of Dubai awarded us. I was there for 5 days. It was really one of my biggest achievements because, you know, there were many finalists, over 10,000 finalists, candidates. So I was elected among 50. It was a great achievement for me. And it's something that opened up many, you know, portals for me. And it's something that motivated me more to start international projects. After this, I started many humanitarian projects, which were implemented in Africa, in Asia. And this was a great opportunity also to collaborate with the teachers because networking, in award ceremonies is very important also, because teaching is not one feat, one woman show. It's something which includes our students, includes our colleagues, includes teachers from other countries also. Now internationalization has facilitated this through platforms like you know, Google Meet and Zoom and all that. So it was actually one of the most important moments of my career.
When was this year, Dr. Rania? When was this?
2019.
2019. 2019. Oh, very recent,
yes.
very recent. Wow, now I got an idea. I must tailor a dress like this, so sexy. But I think it looks very nice on you. Beautiful. Yeah, you are beautiful. You got a very attractive eyes, Dr. Rania.
Thank you.
You are a head turner. You are a head turner. You are not only beauty. You are, that's why I say, dear audience, she's a beauty with brains. Very few, right? Okay. Now, how about this, Dr. Rania?
Yes, it's a competition. It's a competition which is organized in Greece. It's called Education Leaders Award. I was the first who won gold and silver award in STEM. It was, in particular, it was a public school when I was working then. So to continue consecutive years, I received a gold and silver award in innovation and in STEM teaching for 2 consecutive years. It's a very prestigious competition here in Greece, and it was a great honor for me.
Great, fantastic, awesome, really admirable. Oh, I listened to your description of all this. What we are seeing is so It's really admirable. So how about this 100 most successful women? This is also
Yes, a
right?
feature in this book, this was among the first book which actually selected me as most one of the most successful women. I also feature in other books, and yes.
Wow.
And I think that books like this are very inspiring because they compile success stories and they can motivate other people to they give ideas and they can give pathways in order to motivate more, especially we talk about education because educationists are not so motivated because of the low salary, talking about Greece
Yes,
and all these restrictions here. So when teachers see that one educationist is selected among the most successful women is really a great inspiration for them.
exactly. Exactly.
They
Yeah,
consider them, they consider as a role model.
great, great. I know how inspiring it's going to be because I'm also going for an interview by British publishing house. They publish all the successful people in Malaysia and Singapore. So I also take pleasure because it can motivate others, especially like I feel that we Malaysians in my country will be motivated to see how is the educationists, how can educationists do more than what they are doing. Actually, educationists are intelligent people. Academicians are intelligent people. If they leverage their knowledge and skills in a proper channel, I'm very sure they can be light to the world. It's not like they're because a lot of them don't really admire being an educator because of the low salary. Everywhere, it's not only happening in Greece, all over the world, educators are getting very low salary. Um, and they get a lot of workload. The workload is tremendous. It's becoming more and more and more, but the salary is increasing very slowly. So I think the government will take some initiative because educators are the one, you see, engineers, politician, you know, entrepreneurs, every scientist, all these are produced. I mean, they are product of educators, good teachers, good professors. Yes. So they deserve a better salary. Yeah, Dr. Rania, I think you agree with this.
Definitely,
Definitely, because
because
yeah,
they have to face many administrative obstacles, as you say, many bureaucratic processes,
yeah,
workload outside the classroom,
yes,
and many new ideas, problems that we have to face. They have to be mentors at the same time, psychologues, given the fact the new problems that we have, select cyberbullying, all these mental health issues
a lot,
um,
a
of
lot now.
students. So yes, we have to assume multiple tasks at the same time. So the salary should increase.
See, now in Malaysia, we do have, I believe this is not only problem in Malaysia, throughout the world, because the young generation nowadays, their way of thinking is different. Money, they are more money oriented. They want to make fast money and big money and easy money. That is very dangerous. Yeah. So when we have this sort of problems, we have shortage of teachers, educators everywhere because this job is no longer attractive. Yeah. So I think every country should take initiative to change the outlook of being an educator. But educators are skillful like you know, like what I learned from you, through my experience. I didn't know I can do so much until, now I turn back and see, because we have to have open mind. Educators must be open to learning, lifelong learning, to become a productive person. That's what I think. And I think the government should support every educators with better salary, more rest. So this will be a better place. We can create better generation. Yes, parents produce, but we create. Educators create, right? Parents produce, educators create a better citizen. Yeah, for every country. Yes. How about this, Dr. Rania? Where is this place?
Okay, this was a very popular live show here in Greece. It was addressed to English language teachers because I am among the first teachers on the global level who introduced STEM in English language teaching.
Wow.
So what I did, I organized a live show where I presented the lemon battery, which is a physics experiment. And at the same time, I suggested a worksheet, interactive worksheet to students, both students and teachers. And the students had to experiment with different materials. For instance, they use a safety pin, or they used a pencil, and they formulate hypotheses in English language. They said, if I use a safety pin, will the bulb light up? They experiment with different materials to see if the bulb will light up. Okay. So you can see that they learn physics, and at the same time they learn English grammar. This is a combination of what I said before, the magic of STEM, that we managed to combine different cognitive disciplines at the same time in only one project. Apart from this, you see here, we have 5 yellow lemons and 1 green lemon. Can you see this?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. The green lemon was the one who was victim of bullying. Oh. So we introduced also sociology in this project. And at the end of this project, the students represented it through theatrical representations.
Wow.
Through art. So it's a STEAM project which combines physics, English grammar, sociology, and arts. This is what I said before. This is the magic of STEM, to combine both of them. It's not interdisciplinary. Interdisciplinarity is something else. It's transdisciplinary. Integrated STEM, this effort to combine many subjects at the same time and skills from different subjects at the same time.
Amazing. Yes, wonderful.
And this project inspired many English teachers here in Greece, which introduced STEM in their private institutions also.
Yes. Now I think most of the world, most of the countries in this world now are moving towards that and holistic education. This is part of holistic education. Yes. Now the last one here, plenary speaker, your name here, the importance of STEM education. You are always an advocator, a fervent advocator of STEM education. Now I understand why.
Yes, before the COVID pandemic, I participated already in many conferences with Physics Learn Physics Society. We organize workshops, STEM workshops, experiments, and with the Greek Astronomy Space Company. But after the COVID pandemic, during and after the COVID pandemic, I'm participating in many virtual conferences and virtual workshops. Approximately 2-4 every day. So I'm very happy to spread all this STEM philosophy vision during the last 3 years worldwide in many countries.
Yes, great. Let's go to the next. here. Wow.
Yes, it's what we said before about the Varki Foundation, selected among the 50 best teachers in the world.
My top 50 finalists. Wonderful. This is a
Yes.
certificate of achievement of STED Education Award.
Yes, I festival. It's actually a great competition which is organized by Science Organization in Tunisia every year, and my STEM projects were awarded, received the first award there. And this photo is from a workshop with adults, as you see.
Yeah.
We're trying to build a telescope.
Oh, okay. Where is this actually? In school or in?
Yes, it's a private school in Greece.
Okay, good. Very good. Yeah, it's experiment. These are the university students or school, the high school.
Teachers. They're teachers. It was a workshop for teachers within the framework, for scientific conference.
Okay. How about this one? There, this is like a
yes. This was taken in Netherlands. I was there because I was a part of astronomy workshops organized by the European Space Agency.
Yeah.
I was there approximately 1 week, and I had a chance also to visit observatories and to make tours, also to science museums with interactive activities. It was actually wonderful. It's a great opportunity. If teachers are interested, they can also apply to go to the European Space Agency. It's a really amazing experience.
Yeah, okay. Then how about this? This is, I think, related to the one in Dubai, Global Teachers Award.
No, this is a Global Teacher Award is different from Global Teacher Prize. Global Teacher Award was, I received this for 3 years, 2029, 2022, 2021. It is conferred by AKS organization, and it's actually also a great opportunity for me because I connected with many teachers for this competition. We will still collaborate with them.
Okay, wonderful. Dear audience, I believe that you all enjoyed this tour of this photo album. You can see a lot of achievements. She has a lot of certificates. Her achievements are countless. Yeah, so we don't have much time to share all of her achievements, accolades and certificates and photographs, I'm very sure. But I think this is sufficient enough to show you how capable she is and what a type of an expert she is in STEM education. Okay, thank you. Let's see. Okay, thank you. We go back to, yes. Okay. Now, let's go to some, I'll ask question, you answer very fast. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
What type of men you like?
Intellectual.
Yeah, obviously, yes. Of course. This is what every woman wants, every woman wants an intellectual. We'll talk behind the screen why we why we want an intelligent man. Okay. Sen, what is your favorite hobby? I'm sure you have some.
Zumba. Zumba is Latin dancer with aerobics.
Yes, it's interesting. Yes, fantastic. What is your favorite flower?
Rose.
Yes. Do you know why I asked about flower? I know you, although you are into all this tough job, but you are a soft and nice person. I know, there are some ladies who don't like flowers. I've come across. Very weird. Very
Can't
weird.
believe this.
Yeah, very weird. But you can, and you see their character, their behavior is different than the normal woman. That's why they don't like the rose. So you see that
Great
the
observation.
yes. Poets always Indian poets, they always write poems. They equate a woman with flower. So now I understand why. Because I see some women, I said, I'll buy you a flower. Oh no, I don't want flower. Give me money. I think I can. No, we don't. We really, if a woman who's soft inside, she always wants to receive flower, or she likes flower. She enjoys looking. Even men like flowers. If a woman don't like flower, it's a bit weird. That's
Yes,
why I
very
asked
rare.
you. And of course, you like rose. Rose, what color you like? Red, yellow,
Red,
red.
red.
We have a lot of things in common. Fantastic. But I'm really inspired and aspire to be like a lot, to do what you are doing. So many, you are such an inspiration, Dr. Rania. Okay, let's go to the next question. You have answered very well. Okay, let's go to the next question. Are you ready, Dr. Rania?
Yes.
How can we tackle the gender disparity in climate entrepreneurship? How can
Yes, first, I need to highlight that policy entrepreneurs are key players in climate policy. I mean that we need to strengthen rules and standards. For instance, in Europe, there are many complaints about the taxes, about all these very bureaucratic legislations. So I think that first, proper education from entrepreneurs should be made widely available in the current education systems. And this includes not only sharing of ideas, knowledge, and experience, but also exchanging best practices among different nations or companies and business owners. This could happen, for instance, if we integrate entrepreneurship into the classroom, into the curriculum, something that is it's done here in Greece. The removing of existing administrative bureaucratic obstacles before is very important, because we need to make entrepreneurship more accessible and affordable. For example, through increased availability of funding, women lack usually from funding in comparison to men. Lawmakers should actually attract risk takers. Laws should change, should not be so bureaucratic, and of course to build a real entrepreneurial culture. Because entrepreneurs, I think that should become role models for citizens, especially about women, about seniors, about migrants, unemployed young people as potential future business owners. Here in Greece, we have, in Europe, the Entrepreneurship 2020 Action Plan, and they try to fund selected climate positive ventures, which are more innovative. It's a great step, and this plan tries to help women, because women are more affected by climate change than men. And so far, unfortunately, innovation and entrepreneurship is mainly dominated field. And another case, that female entrepreneurs face many obstacles to succeed in green tech, including access to capital and also with the case of discrimination. So what we can do about it, first of all, I think is what we call incubators and accelerators. For instance, many startups fail at the initial stages. Incubators and accelerators can provide to women mentoring, resources, space, networking opportunities, and access to capital. Women often lack networking opportunities. They lack funding, as I said before. They don't feel confident when they have to ask for a loan. This is what the research says. So joining accelerator programs can allow them to meet the key stakeholders. And we all know that the climate startups can face challenges such as the return on investment being long-term and changing government regulations or policies. And so this way, accelerator programs can help female entrepreneurs secure valuable advice and support. The second one is how to recruit women in the the green tech sector. If the green tech sector employs more women, I think that they will build experience and confidence to start their own businesses. This is very, very important. And also to appoint women to the boards of venture capital companies and banks. Because so far only 9% of venture capitalists investing in tech startups are women. Less than 2% of bank CEOs are women, and only 5% of board chairs globally are held by women. So having more women in these positions will help them minimize gender biases.
Yeah, I think to reduce the disparity, I think the male entrepreneurs, male leaders got to take initiative, because women now, they are very highly educated and they are prepared to do anything which they can do, unless they are physically challenged, you see. And I think women are prepared to work hand in hand with men to increase productivity and venture into many new areas. Like even, as I mentioned now, the vertical farming, you see, can be done at home. So more women can do that, right? Yeah, yes. We can work from home, we can create job opportunities, work from home, they can earn money through that. Yeah, so women are prepared to work, but sadly, that women are still 43%. They are getting lesser than men. 43% lesser salary than men all over the world. This is through the study. Yes, it's not aiming at one country, but generally through the research, they found out that women are earning 43%, especially in being in a high position in any corporate companies. The same job, the same qualification, but different gender. For that, they are earning 43% lesser than the men. So I think to solve this, to reduce this gender disparity, to solve this, men can take action. Unless the men take action, we can never solve this problem, or reduce this problem. Thank you, Dr. Rania, such an extraordinary sharing today with you. And let's go to the last question. What is the role of youth in meeting climate change?
Yes, you know that youth will always say that they are future leaders because they can play an important role in implementation, monitoring, and review the 2030 agenda, And they could play also a crucial role in holding governments accountable.
Yes.
So if young people have adequate resources, mentoring and guidance and commitment, they have the potential actually to make the most effective transformation of the world. How? Through youth empowerment programs, youth development programs, which focus on empowerment and leadership. It's very, very important, especially if we want to guide them towards global citizenship. Youth should become global citizens because they have to learn how to realize first and to manage complex solutions, how to value diversity, how to participate in the community and to propose suggestions. So what I did recently, I was in a Greek island with my students, and we were conducting a workshop, STEM workshop on climate change. It was, the students were of primary school. So I asked them to give me suggestions how they could tackle, how they could face this climate change problem, and write down their suggestions. I can tell you that I received over 30 proposals, which were very, very innovative by students of 10 years old. They suggest robots that could prevent arsons or fires, robots that could clean up the seas. Many innovative. Yes. I was surprised because I had already in 5 minutes in my hand a list of 30 innovative solutions by this kind of students.
Can you name some more? I'm excited to hear what else.
Yes, to create kinds of drones that could, monitor the area in order to prevent fires before, because in Greece we have many cases of arsons and fires, and the last years is really alarming, and houses have been destroyed. For cleaning up also the oceans, the seas, they gave many ideas. And another important strategy that we have here in Greece, what we call hackathon. A hackathon is a type of competition when we invite the young people to invent patents, innovative devices. The best patents are selected, and the companies take these patents, these devices, and they transform them into a product. So young people become richer through these innovative patents. And this is why the collaboration between the private institutions and schools should be promoted. Because unfortunately here in Greece, there is still a taboo that academia should not collaborate with industry. Still, there is this taboo. But I think through initiatives like this...
Is it because they are very young? Or is it because why?
No, because it's this the taboo that government should not collaborate with the private interests.
Okay.
This is the stereotype. This is actually a misconception of Greek citizens, which is wrong. If we talk about Industry 5.0, we can't exclude the industry from research. We should acknowledge industry as a research partner.
The students are thinking, they are already thinking like they're industrialist. They are no more like an ordinary,
Since we integrate STEM into the curriculum, STEM is framed in the daily life of students. It prepares them for the future. It helps them give new ideas, innovative ideas to become out-of-the-box thinkers. Then industry is closely related to this. STEM education and industry, because the best ideas can be promoted by industries and get funding.
Wow, wow. I'm really motivated, Dr. Rania, because I have plans to do workshops and webinars for students and teachers from all over the world.
Yes, yes.
So when I hear all this, I'm really feel more motivated. Yeah. So I'm looking forward much to collaborate and do more things for the global citizen. Not only every one of us, we can do something good for our people in our country, and this we can merge, we can network and create a better world. Yeah. So it's so wonderful,
Yes,
Dr. Rania. I just wish we'll have more time with you, and this session has been extraordinary session with coffee with Estera. I really enjoyed the session. Dear audience, I believe you have enjoyed every minute of the sharing. Thank you so much, and thank you for commenting. Be with us every Thursday to meet our experts. And today, please remember our STEM educator expert, Professor Dr. Rania Lampou. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you